هلو جيرلز اند جايز، اهلا بكم في فيديو جديد وحلقة جديدة من تختيم ويسبرز اوف ماشين. شكرا لكل اللي يدعمني بلايك او كومنت، وايضا شكرا للمتابعين بصمت. ويلا بينا نتابع من مكان ما توقفنا.
I'm gonna head out now. Don't go too far.
In this condition, hardly. I'm gonna need plenty of rest.
You have to admit you had it coming. I'll be back later.
alright، انتقلنا اوتوماتيكيا عند ستينا.
Agent England, right on time.
Councilwoman?
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old. Call me Stina.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk, kiddo?
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
أعتقد إنها تقصد مفتش الشرطة. الرد الأول متفائل، الرد الثاني فيه شوية سوداوية، الجواب الثالث حلو، لكن خليني في الجواب الأول، خلينا نكون متفائلين.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get back in touch one day.
Unlikely. Cranky old crones like me tend not to back down on ultimatums.
So I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are you? Do tell. What new things can you do?
غريب، بحس إنها متحمسة زيادة عن اللزوم بخصوص المادة الزرقاء أو البلو. غريب. خلينا في الرد الأول طبعاً.
My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets.
Excellent. Quality recon allows you to engage the bad guys on your own terms. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
مثل ما أشرت، كتير فضولية بخصوص البلو أو المادة الزرقاء. تسأل كتير، تحس إنها متحمسة زيادة عن اللزوم. أعتقد راح أخليني في الرد الثالث، نستغل فضولها وناخد منها معلومات أكتر.
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center.
غريبة جدا طريقة كلامها، تخليني أشك فيها.
Ebus, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent. Dismissed.
تمام. إذا طبعا ردودنا واختياراتنا بتأثر على شخصية فيرا، وبالتالي التعزيزات اللي رح نحصل عليها بعدين. هنا أليكس. اليوم الثالث صباحا. Okay.
You know, the story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but vastly different outcomes. It's fascinating how just a few variables can change everything.
Indeed. Are our lives nothing but a sum of interconnected parts? Does any meaning attributed to them simply stem from our limited human cognition?
Most likely. The observer bias seems insurmountable. Even the concept of meaning itself is relative.
It's scary to think about, that it could all be an illusion. Every relationship we had, everything we ever cared about.
It really is.
alright. نقاش معقد وعميق.
This can't be healthy.
نوب. أكيد هلوسات.
There's that feeling again.
أوه. أكيد تعزيز جديد.
Whoa.
القدرة على التخفي بشكل مؤقت. أوكي. حلو كتير. هينا نجرب.
I'm alone in here. No reason to hide from anybody.
أوكي. alright. إذن خلونا نتابع طريقنا.
Morning, Agent. Dr. Patterson asked me to tell you to meet him in the morgue. He's done with the remains from the recycling center.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look before I pay EPOs a visit.
أوكي. إذن لازم نتوجه الآن للمشرح الأول. هنا في شخص.
He looks sick. I shouldn't bother him.
alright. خلينا نتوجه للمشرحة مباشرة. غريب الأطوار.
Well, Leonard,
Oh.
it's been quite gross working with you.
بقايا لينارد.
Oh, if it isn't the fantastic finger snatcher. Do I need to start frisking you for body parts?
Whoops.
That won't be
كانت
necessary.
غلطة ما رح تتكرر.
I'm sorry, doctor. I suppose I got a bit carried away.
Apology accepted. So, I've got a little present for you.
Is that so?
Yep, right here on this tray. If you're a fan of minced meat, I've got a bucket full of Leonard out back too.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Good choice. The seasoning is subpar, to say the least.
You take your jokes way too far, doctor. Now, what have you found?
Well, obviously, the poor man was shredded. Fortunately for him, it happened when he was already dead.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion. Can you tell me anything about the cause of death?
Not much with the remains in this state. No signs of toxic substances, but that obviously still leaves a lot of options open.
Noted. So what's this in front of me?
Oh, yes. I noticed a pattern on Leonard's skin, likely a tattoo. These are all the pieces I could find. Not sure how they fit together, but I kept them in case you wanted to have a look.
All right, I'll check them out.
أوكي. خلينا نشوف البقايا. إذن عبارة عن أحجية أو مش أحجية، بازل. لازم نحطها بالترتيب. أكيد شعار أو شيء. فخلونا نحاول نظبط الترتيب ونتابع. Very good.
Huh. Looks like Leonard had this symbol tattooed on him. I'll copy it to my notebook.
خلينا نرجع. أوكي خلينا نسأله عن التاتو والوشم.
So this is how Leonard's tattoo turned out.
Interesting. What does it mean?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It looks like one of those runes Maya liked to litter the town with.
Oh, wait, that's her doing?
Yes. As I understand it, she was a major voice on the building committee.
Huh. I've been wondering where all those symbols came from.
Yeah. Me, personally, I like the aesthetic. I think it gives the town a distinct look.
Definitely. The tattoo doesn't look runic to me, though, but I'll keep your theory in mind. That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
alright خلينا نتابع طريقنا ونروح على إيبوس. أعتقد أقرب طريق من ميمير رود. هنا في البستاني.
I'd say those are saffron crocuses. Rolf looks busy. I'll leave him to his work.
alright.
What do you know? He was painting fractals after all.
نفس الرد أو الاختيار اللي كنا اخترناه المرة الماضية، كان تخميننا في محله. اوكي خلينا نطلع على إيبوس. في حارس هنا.
Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of Epos. If you wish, you can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
I have official police business, though. Special Agent England.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass. You're gonna need papers. This is a diplomatic sanctuary.
There's no time for that. I'm trying to solve a triple homicide.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am, but I can assure you that there are no murderers here. I'd suggest you take this up with your superior.
There's no time to mess around with paperwork. I'll need to take things into my own hands.
alright خلينا نشوف هنا.
Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. There are a few people in there.
خلينا نستخدم قدراتنا.
I need to get out of sight first.
alright نستخدم قدرة التخفي. very cool. حلو.
Sturdy-looking filing cabinet. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. Suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two.
خلينا نشوف هنا. هنا أيضا في حارس. oh
A bunch of storage boxes with initials on them. Several of the initials match people I know, but it could be a coincidence. If I had reason to believe one of them was Epos, it might be a good idea to come back here.
عندنا مفتاح لينارد.
I guess I could, but I have no reason to believe that Leonard has used one of these lockers. That action doesn't seem productive to me. Yeah, that might work as a distraction for the guard outside.
oh
I need to be sure that I don't have a reason to return to this room, though.
okay هنا في مدخل.
Some kind of assembly hall with plenty of people inside. I should stay clear.
اوكي في ناس بالداخل. هنا نرجع ونستكشف المكان أكتر. هنا في أشياء على الحائط.
Looks like a
أوه.
timeline of how the EPOS seal has changed over the years.
هنا في نفس
The
الرمز.
third version of the EPOS logo, designed about 15 years ago.
نفس الرمز تبع التاتو.
No way. It's the tattoo design. That must mean Leonard is a member of EPOS. Or, well, he was, at some point at least.
اوكي
I'll get rid of the sketch, now that I've identified the symbol.
alright الآن أعتقد نقدر نفتح الخزانة بالتأكيد.
Got a written piece of paper. Grandmaster Otto, if you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady. I'll have to find his brother and figure out what the quote is.
اوكي، لازم نلاقي أخو لينارد ونشوف شو موضوع الكتاب. اوكي، خلينا نلفت انتباه الحارس هنا ونستكشف بقية المكان.
All right, let's see if this works.
What the heck?
That should keep him busy for a while.
اوكي، خلينا نشوف قصة فتحة التهوئة. نطلع ونشوف.
All right, it's loose now.
The hell is that noise?
سمعنا.
Shit.
أوريت، إذا لازم نستخدم الصوت الضجة اللي في الخلفية حتى نغطي على صوت تحريك الخزانة، وبهالشكل ما راح يقدر يشوفنا أو يسمعنا. سوري.
All right, it's loose now.
استنى شوية. جو. نطلع ونستكشف المكان. اوكي، هنا في فتحة.
Six new members over the last month. The Bacarbo parish is also doing better now.
They managed to resolve their financial difficulties?
Oh yes, Elsa is doing great work there. Sending her on our behalf was the right call.
مين إلزا؟
That brings us to the subject of these horrid murders.
Vile acts, for certain. I pray that the church will stay clear of any blame.
Why shouldn't it? We had nothing to do with those atrocities.
I know that, old friend. But surely our enemies will not ignore an opportunity like this.
I suppose so. Our violent past coming back to haunt us.
Sadly, the fact that one of our people was victimized will inevitably draw eyes upon the church.
Yes, maybe it's in our best interest to invite the police as a gesture of good faith.
It would certainly show them that we have nothing to hide.
Very well. Let's bring the subject to a vote at the council tonight.
اوكي، إذا يبدو إنه إيبوس ما لها أي علاقة بجرائم القتل.
At the very least, it seems like the church leadership didn't sanction the murders. I'll wait a bit and see if they leave.
اوكي، المكان مثل المكتبة. خلينا نستكشف. هنا في مكتب.
Administrative paperwork.
اوكي، هنا في كتب.
Wow, that's a lot of books. They have an impressive library here.
اوكي، خلينا ننزل نستكشف بقية المكان.
Welcome, visitor.
أعتقد
Oh,
الشخص اللي كان معنا في القطار في بداية الجيم.
Special Agent, Violent Crimes Central Bureau.
Oh, it's you again. The man from the train.
Indeed. I never forget a face, but I'm afraid I didn't catch your name.
It's Agent England.
Ah, I am Vilgut. I assume you are aware of our legal status.
Yes, I've been informed. But tell me this. If you had nothing to hide, why would you invoke said legal status?
A church needn't have things to hide to be protective of its privacy. But to prove you wrong, I'll answer any questions you might have.
All right. I'll take you up on that.
alright إذن خلينا نسأله أول شيء عن لينارد.
So Leonard Dahl, one of your members, was killed yesterday.
I had a feeling your inquiry would lead us to him.
Can you think of anyone who would want him dead?
No. He was a loyal member of the church for many years. Kind of a loner, but always helpful and polite. He did have a strangeness to him, though. A look in his eyes like he was stuck in perpetual contemplation. It seemed as if he was constantly on the verge of, but never quite able to reach, some sort of profound revelation.
Any hint of a violent side to him?
No. To my knowledge, Leonard never committed any violence, nor did he express any desire to do so.
تمام خلينا نسأله عن أخو لينارد.
Do you know who Leonard Dahl's brother is?
I believe his name is Rolf. Quite a shady character, if you ask me.
Oh, the gardener, right?
Yes, that's him.
أوكي إذن رولف أو البستاني هو نفسه أخو لينارد. alright.
That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.
أوكي خلونا نطلع ونشوف شو موضوع رولف.
Oh, the passage led back here. Good. Since I left the door unlocked behind me, I'll be able to come back the same way.
alright, very good. قبل ما نروح نشوف رولف خلينا نرجع على مركز إعادة التدوير ونشوف موضوع الكتاب. خلينا الأول نرجع نسأله. أعتقد لازم نسأل عن الكتاب الأول.
I have a few more questions, Vilgut.
I'm listening.
Do you know what kinds of books Leonard liked to read?
One book he borrowed frequently was The Kingdom of God is Within You. In fact, it still hasn't been returned. It should be among his estate.
Would you be able to say if he had any favorite quotes from that book?
No, you should ask someone who spent more time with him.
Fine, I'll do that. What kind of book is it anyway?
It's about non-violence, to summarize.
Got it. Thanks. That's all, for now.
Understood. I'll be here if you have more inquiries.
There it is, the book from the library. Got it. The Kingdom of God is Within You by Leo Tolstoy. This looks ancient, pre-collapse for sure. A number of pages are marked in the margins, likely to easily find them. Even if one of the marked pages contains the quote I need, there's too much text. I'll need more to go on. Maybe someone who had regular contact with Leonard would know the quote if they saw it.
أعتقد أقرب طريق هنا ميمي رود. أوكي.
Hello, Ralph.
Hey, look, I'm pretty busy here. Not really a good time to talk.
This can't wait. You heard about your brother, right?
It's a small town, what do you think?
Sorry about your loss, but I really need to ask you some questions.
Fine.
I should keep this to myself. Or he might figure out that I'm not the person Leonard wanted to have the evidence. I'm sorry, Rolf, but I have to ask you about your brother's death.
I know, and I wish I had something to give you, but I don't know what happened.
So you have no idea who'd want to kill Leonard?
It's gotta be the nutjob who killed those other people, right?
It's possible, but far from certain. When was the last time you talked to your brother?
A week and a half ago, or so.
Okay, how did he seem? What did you two discuss?
He was his usual self, but what we talked about is private.
Look, every little detail matters. What he said could be the key to finding his killer.
I'm not gonna betray his trust. If you want to arrest me, go ahead. But that's all I'm gonna say.
No, I don't want to tip him off before I figured out the exact quote.
غريب إذا ما راح نقدر نسأله عن أي شيء بخصوص الكتاب. alright إذا خلينا نرجع ونشوف أحد تاني نسأله.
That's it, for now.
ممكن زميله في
Good.
الشغل. ممكن نروح نشوف الكانتين إذا في أي شيء أي حد هناك. المطعم. أحيانا اللعبة فيها شوية لاج. أوكي هنا صديقه نسيت اسمه أو زميله في الشغل يعني. أوكي خلينا نسأله عن الكتاب.
Do you remember Leonard quoting a book?
He used to say this phrase every now and then. Not sure if it's from a book, though.
Yeah? What was the saying?
I don't remember exactly. Something about life and being human, I think. Sorry, might recognize it if I saw it.
Have a look at these marked pages. Does anything remind you of things Leonard used to say?
Give me a minute, will you?
Sure.
أوكي.
Here. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. Leonard used to say that whenever I was late for work.
Perfect. Thanks.
No problem.
أوكي إذا أخذنا المعلومة.
I'll let you get back to your drink.
Okay, good luck out there.
راح أتوقف هنا اليوم ونتابع في الحلقة القادمة لأنه الحلقة طولت كتير وفي نصوص كتيرة محتاجة لترجمة. أتمنى يكون عجبكم الفيديو وعجبكم المحتوى وخاصة الترجمة لأني بتعب فيها كتير، وبتمنى ما تبخلوا باللايك وكومنت حلو منكم يشجعني على الاستمرار، واعتنوا بأنفسكم وإلى اللقاء.